If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Miami's offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the tailback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
So nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Yellow Jackets offense has the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be...
He's loose down the middle. The 50. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Working that wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. Still on his feet. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Got his man. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Miami!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 35. Followed him up, not a whole... room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. The Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Canes are flying down the field. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, the head coach has to be losing his mind after all of these penalties. Now it's 1st and 30. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Snagged out of the air. On the move is the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Lofton. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Hurricanes are threatening in the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for... a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33. Line.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
To throw, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the tight end. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. And they'll just down it right there.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge. Because
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
this defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush is on him. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys... guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The give to the back. And they... get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Jacobs. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
The Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Still running at the 40. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilbert. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Hurricanes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pringle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. And the Canes are threatening on first and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Hurricane. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. It's on target and complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Got room to work. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it, try to get his offense some positive yards.
Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Cummings. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Pringle. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He'll try the left side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Canes! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Finds the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. There he goes down the right side. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. He's in open space downfield. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.